Simon, I guess the question is, would you work with Positive Change Partners again, and also would you recommend them to other organisations?
Certainly, we're actually doing some more work with Positive Change Partners anyway. They provided some support for one of our conferences, and we're actually expanding that to do some video work to support our volunteer groups. So yeah, absolutely. And the work that they've done for us has all been very positive, so quite happy recommending them through. Really, we got to a stage of saying, so we have lots of ideas. How do we get these in a very cohesive, strategic document? And I've known Simon for a number of years and thought actually getting Positive Change Partners involved, using them both as facilitator and to a certain extent idea creator in terms of some of the use of some of our ideas, so to build upon them.
Can you tell us a little bit about the process of that?
Yeah, sure. I mean, it started off, I guess, as you'd expect. Simon and I had a briefing to say, this is the type of thing that I want to achieve. And he provided some really good challenges around, well, what does that actually look like? So that really helped clarify my thinking. And then we effectively arranged a 2-day workshop. And it really took the format of almost 2 separate sessions. So that the first one was actually talking about, so what strategy, what does that need to actually look like? So what does it actually mean for the IAM? And we also went through, I guess, some of the best practice, so the latest business school type of thinking around, well, what does strategy look like? How do you start using it? So once you've created it, how do you use it? Both in terms of making sure you undertake the strategy, but also quite a lot about getting the buy-in of the employees. So what's the communication process? So we spent about half a day looking at sort of that type of latest thinking. And then sort of dive straight into, so what is it the IAM are going to get involved in? And I suppose, as you'd expect, it started off with a lot of sort of brainstorming type of sessions, with Simon facilitating those, and really acting to help us clarify what that actually meant, as well as providing the challenge to say, so is that really one of your key strategic objectives, or is actually that just a little bit of a sideline for you? So ultimately, where we came to was we had a set of objectives, so 3 years worth of objectives around our key elements. So we're concerned about membership and membership growth. We're concerned about the revenue from our commercial businesses and its profitability, but growing that side of the market. And then we also spend quite a large amount of money and resources actually looking at lobbying and research and policy work. So so those are sort of the 3 strands of the organisation. And ultimately, because of the challenges we've had historically, so when I joined about 4 years ago, the organisation was losing about £1.5 million. And we've gone through a 3-year turnaround, and last year we made a very small profit. So how do we continue with that? But for our trustees, and to a certain extent for our members, the whole piece around financial stability is very important. And again, where Simon helped was to say, so you have to make investments because you need to be doing things differently. One of the key things we couldn't sacrifice was financial stability. So how do we do it and still get to break even or a small profit, effectively, is what we were trying to get to.